What's going on, guys? Bankup Gaming here, and welcome back to the episode. It is a Thursday, which does mean another sort of Sniper Thursday, and again we're going to cover another weapon. We're going to cover one that I really wanted to use from the very announcement of the game. As soon as they announced World War One, and we saw a bunch of stuff, I instantly thought, there's a gun I want to see, I have to go and use it because it's going to be amazing. Now, of course, because you all know what it is, because you read the title, it is, of course, the Gewehr 98. Now, in real life, this thing is legendary, and that is the main reason I want to use it, because in anything to do with Germany, World War One, World War Two, they always have Gewehr 98. Even in World War, which is my favourite games of all time, you have the Gewehr 98 rifle. Even though it's absolutely terrible, you still use it a lot. And for that reason, I was thinking, yes, I cannot wait to use it in this game. The earliest models are used in war of this rifle. It's going to be amazing. Now, the reason it was so popular, mostly because it was used from 1898 to 1945 in Germany, which you might think, oh, hang on, why is it used so long? Because it works so well. It was accurate, it was reliable, it also had the ability to be easily disassembled and then reassembled to make for cleaning, so the soldiers became hugely fond of it, and it was made in extremely high quality. Over 5 million of these rifles were made, so clearly you can show if they made 5 million of them, there has to be a reason why they made so many. There's no way that it's going to make 5 million of any random rifle. These things were amazingly well built, pretty smart for the time. I mean, a lot of the time they kind of randomly come up with ideas that just don't work, and seeing as one lasted so long, I believe it was still in use for certain forces up until the end of the 1980s, and so of course then you can see it's still extremely popular. So this thing hopefully can translate that amazing legendary status into Battlefield 1. Now, in game I use the marksman and the sniper variants the most. There's no real difference between these two for all of the guns. Mainly the marksman is going to be more of an aggressive recon character. He has a sort of grip which he has under the rifle. The scope is always shorter range. But the sniper variant has a bipod, or a bipod, and a longer range scope. Now, I did use a fair amount of both variants, and honestly I can say the marksman is the one I prefer. I'm more of an aggressive recon player. I don't really like going up and sitting at the back of the map hitting maybe one shot because, oh my god, look at that one shot, it's amazing. I'm more of a go in, be an asset to the team, help out as much as I can, as opposed to sitting at the back of the map. But again, I did use both, and you should be able to see that in the gameplay. Now, stats-wise, the Gewehr 98 is decent at best. It does kill in one-shot headshot, of course it does, that's the same with all rifles. If you haven't seen the video I made on that, go ahead and check it out. But the sweet spot for this weapon is between 80 to 125 meters. Now, this is in between the Russian 1885 and the Springfield Mark 1903. It's perfectly sits between the middle of those, almost as if you put those three together, almost as if it makes a perfect line across. Now, this is kind of interesting, kind of odd. What it does also have is the fastest muzzle velocity of any gun at 880 meters per second. This fast velocity means, of course, it's easy to track targets, running across a plane, and it takes less time for your bullet to get to its target. So if somebody stood still, you can shoot, hopefully the bullet gets there in time, and really should hit them before they move on. Now, with a fast velocity, a long range sweet spot, and a low bullet spread, this thing is actually pretty good at long range. Only the Mark 1903 Springfield rifle has a further sweet spot, of course, meaning that those two rifles are designed to be the super long range weapons of this game. Now, the problems that arise from having a long range sweet spot is the fact that you have to go at that distance to use this weapon to its best effect. If you're not after 80 meters where the sweet spot is, of course, 100% damage, you're not really using its best ability, and 80 meters is 262 feet for those who can't really work off meters just like me. You know, I thought 80 meters doesn't sound that far. 262 feet, I go, oh, okay, that's actually, I can see how far that is now. So unless you are purposely staying at that distance, you really are not using this rifle to its best ability. Now, of course, with sniper rifles, rounds per minute doesn't really matter, but the rounds per minute for this weapon is 50 rounds per minute, and it only has a 5-round magazine. This isn't really drastic. Again, rate of fire doesn't matter with sniper rifles. Nobody has ever said, you know what, this sniper rifle is great because it acts like an SMG in close range. Nobody's ever said that, and there's a good reason for that. But 50 rounds per minute is actually pretty slow, especially for most of the sniper rifles. Now, the problem for this is that if you see somebody get one shot and you miss, you do have to wait a while for them to get the second shot. It's obviously, it's not major and there's no real difference, but that's one to look out for if you look at something quick, a lost shots down range. This isn't the one for you to use. And then again, with 5 rounds, you don't really have time or don't really have the ability to just put a bunch of shots down range, because a few of them are going to hit. you really have to carefully take your shots, aim for the perfect one, and again, if you're not at a pretty long distance, you're not going to get that one shot kill on the sweet spot, of course, unless you hit the head. But even then, the head is pretty hard to hit, especially if they're moving, and especially if they're at a good distance. So you might say, but hang on, why is it a problem you have to go at long range to use his rifle? Sure, that's what sniper was made for, isn't it? And sure, that is a perfectly valid argument. But the problem I would make, and the argument I would make in fact, is that by moving back, you can't help out with the team. You can't help objectives, you can't maybe flank behind people. Sure, you can sit there at the back of the map waiting for that one good shot, but at the same time, nobody might run in front of you and give you that shot, so you could be sat there for days waiting for something to happen, and it never will. Not to mention that at that range then, 80 to 125 meters, some shots will actually begin to slow down a bit and actually either dip or just take their time to get to the target. Obviously it's not major, it's only going to be like a fraction of a second or so, but that fraction of a second is all you need for somebody to move away from you and for you not to hit that shot. So now Overwatch this is a perfectly decent rifle. The long sweet spot combined with the small magazine, small rate of fire definitely means that it is a long range rifle. There is no way you want to use this thing in close quarters at all, or even mid-range. I would definitely advise using the sniper variant if you're not so confident with snipers, because that's going to give you the best ability to use this one. Now, nowhere would it say it's the best gun in the game. That is still held by the SMLE marksman and sniper variants. Either one doesn't really matter. Again, it's up to you what you like to use. But this thing is decent. Again, go ahead and use it, maybe have a bit of fun with it. But I really wouldn't say it's a rifle that you can do amazingly well with. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hit the little subscribe button down there, helps me out of course, and the like button is a huge help as well. I can see if you guys actually enjoy this content or not. Hopefully you did enjoy it anyway, and until next time, Rank Up Gaming, out.